we have a coop that is starting to stand. We did manage to get all the walls up before we finished yesterday, which was very important because, again, today we have our press conference. It's 9 o'clock now, so what's that? We got 5 hours. 5 hours, so we know we're not going to be done, but what we really want is for it to look like a coop under construction when we do the live press conference. So the other thing I thought was quite interesting is I'm not making this up. It's in the 40s right now, mid 40s. As you can tell, they're over there mulching. They're bundled up. Everyone around here is bundled up. But there's always this one guy that's like...
It's actually sweating?
shorts, t-shirt, sweating, and we're out here freezing. And that's because he says the heat is in your tools. So what are you doing now? Hopper feeder. So that's gonna make Sean real. Oh, cause you got sandwich walls. So smart. So we got a feeder hopper going into this section. So we want to make sure we don't accidentally screen this off with the wrong screen, and or the run door, which I probably is a Dutch door, is gonna go right here in the center. What we call wall 6. Is that wall 6C? Yeah, wall 6 center. Okay, we got to keep going. Clock's ticking.
Marking it out.
I'm getting a little cold.
So we actually mark it out so we know our Dutch door's here. So we want all our pocket holes going that way, because when you walk in the coop, you don't want to see any pocket holes.
Yeah, he's referring to the pocket hole of the trusses. If you've ever assembled our coops, you can understand how important it is, how systematic you are when you're doing your blocking between the trusses. Christopher's here, got a little red yesterday. His neck's like a lobster. I got a little red too. I got tan lines on my forearms, which is a little weird. But
yeah, you got tan. I just got red.
Oh, I got tan? I don't know. I went and wiped my face. I was like, oh my God, I got burnt. So Ben's asking, you're mailing that to me after the show, right? The coop? Not sure what you mean. So I hope you guys are doing well. Again, good morning. If you didn't catch it in the beginning, we are live. I'm in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I'll show you guys real quick if you didn't see this yesterday. This is awesome what they're doing here. We are actually at a baseball stadium. It's a minor league team called the Dash in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And they're getting a chicken coop, which is awesome. They're thinking very futuristic. They're thinking about a big net. Not sure what's going on there. Look at this. This never gets old. Absolutely beautiful fields. And I can't wait. Next month, no, in 2 months, we're sponsoring a night, so we get a suite, and a bunch of employees are coming out. This is so cool. I wonder how many times people are standing here and they're catching home run balls. I noticed that. I think you can see a couple spots on the fence here where the balls have hit it and bent it. But what a perfect spot for a chicken coop. This is an area where the kids will come in. They have blow-up slides and things like that. They have a carousel. Kind of see it right there. And again, 2 o'clock today, be a live press conference. And hopefully everyone likes what they see. And this will be the backdrop. We got the basin yesterday. We got to make a couple adjustments. What are we doing? I can do this for you if we can keep rolling.
Yeah, I roll good. I'm round.
And I see you're warm. You're actually sweating. Yeah. I want to say it's about 45 degrees right now, and you're in shorts and a t-shirt. So I guess, would you say this is a pro tip? So he's taking all his fillers, preloading them with screws.
It makes it so much faster.
Yeah.
Preparation is key.
Preparation is key. This is awesome. Loved what you did for the Epic Garden too. You know, Mark and Emmy, I'm glad you mentioned that. What's really interesting, a little fun fact, is the general manager of the stadium is the one that contacted us saying, hey, I got to have Carolina Coops do a chicken coop for us. He found us or discovered us because of Kevin at Epic Gardening. So marketing does work, which I thought was absolutely awesome. The general manager here is a master gardener, and what's awesome about that is after the coop is in, we have this entire, I've been calling it the front yard. There's gonna be a fence going in right here to, you know, you gotta keep the public out, but they'll be able to view the entire chicken coop and the chicken coop yard. But he's gonna be planting all kinds of beneficial trees and plants for the chickens, which is really cool. You can grow, fodder trees, so when the fruit drops, the chickens can eat it. Also, what I really love is chickens, you never want them to get bored. And one of the nice things about little trees, or trees in general, they always love to hop up and try to eat everything. So it gives them something to do. Always make sure they're working. And then also you can grow shade. I cannot emphasize it enough, especially down here in the South. You got to keep them cool. Francine, good morning, Francine. Good morning. It's like being on early morning field trip. Yes. I just thought I would, love saying hi to you guys. Hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to share with you guys a little behind the scenes. We are getting a long format video. Christopher's around here somewhere. He's right there filming. And I don't know. I don't know if I've acclimated so much to the South that I am just becoming a wuss when it comes to the cold temperature. You're really not cold.
No, I'm really
You're really not trying to just show off.
Feel my arm is warm.
It is warm. That should make you feel colder.
I run hot.
You run hot. Yeah, that's Ethan, everyone. Oh, also, if you guys don't believe me, I'll see if I can find one. He's not right. He was hungry, and I said we can't have lunch until the base is in. He found 2 grubs in the soil and ate them. That's why that boy never gets sick. If you guys don't believe me, which you probably don't, even the camera guy, I was like, get this on camera. He had no idea he was actually going to eat it. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're obviously, you don't feel sick from eating those grubs?
No.
Have you ever gotten sick from eating a bug? Have you done this your whole life?
No, the one time I had a stink bug. It tasted like an apple. I didn't get sick though.
Stink bugs do not taste like apples. Do you want me to help you so those don't get dirty? Oh. This is why I have to pay for shoulder surgery.
No, you don't have to.
That's right.
But you do because you're a good guy.
No. So you're not following protocol. That was a team lift. I've already had to pay for one bicep that got separated. So what he's doing right now, this is actually very smart. He's setting the trusses. He's keeping them down flat. He's keeping the point low, so obviously they don't fall over and hit you in the head. But he also knows when he goes to flip these up, you see all the pocket holes going into the gusset here to hold the 2 rafters to make it a truss. When they go up, you won't see the pocket holes because the Dutch door to go into the run is going to be right here. So when you walk in, you just don't see those pocket holes. Just a minor detail, something we try to think ahead of. It's 41 in Texas right now. Yeah, that's not fun. It was windy this morning. Thank God the wind stopped blowing. It was feeling really cold. Let's see it again. This man is wild. A guy says you're wild.
Wow. How?
Because this is where Anand's watching. She's like, yeah, this is why we have why our workman's comp is so high. Good morning, Michael. I'm freezing this morning in Apex, North Carolina. Isn't that nuts? He's not freezing.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I believe it. I can see. I've seen him do that before. All right. Well, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna get back to trying to help get this erected as soon as possible. I feel really good for the press conference today. The original goal was that the coop was going to be done, but I think this is better. I think it's going to look cool when the media is here. They're actually going to see a chicken coop under construction, and we'll go from there. Is the foundation a 4x4? It is not a 4x4. It's actually a 4x6, which is a true 3.5 by 5.5. We got real lucky with this PT yesterday. One, it was wet, but it wasn't soaking wet. So you got 2 choices when you got PT that's soaking wet. You either sticker it and strap it and let it dry straight in hopes that it dries straight, or you use it right away while it's probably still straight because it's still wet, but once it dries, it's going to go all over the place on you. A lot of times, in our case, the ground will help keep that base straight. It's going to shrink. It's just going to happen. But it is so nice to have a coop sitting on the foundation. We were only off 4 inches, which is not bad at all. But you can see where our high part of the ground was right here. And that's where we come out right there. And we actually got to lift it up a little bit more. Someone got a little aggressive with their digging yesterday. All right, you ready to start screwing some stuff in?
Yeah, you want to fill the rest of these?
No, that's kind of boring. Of course I will. What time is the press conference? It is at 2 p.m. Eastern today. What?
I thought it was at 12.
No. I just told you that, so you put a wiggle in it. No, do that again. That's weak. Yeah, no, it's 2 p.m. today. What? I never told you at noon.
No, you said noon.
I probably did. Because that's
so many hours.
That's right. We had, yeah, but look at you go. This is why we keep Ethan around. Right, Nan? What's today? Today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so
Oh my God.
here, you want me to get Eugene for you?
No, don't get Eugene.
What's wrong with Eugene?
Eugene, he's a little beaten weather. I'll take the one right there with the, yeah, that one.
Oh, you want to swear a bit? You sure? So this is Ethan's favorite gun. It has lasted a while. He's named it Eugene. Why Eugene? Eugene?
It's Chad's fault. He said I don't look like an Ethan, I look like a Eugene.
You actually, you know, I see it. What a great shot. Look at that. Did you ever think you'd be doing a chicken coop at a baseball stadium?
Never.
Pretty soon we're going to be standing in Hawaii
Hawaii.
doing a couple chicken. I don't know if you'll go, though. I don't think you're going to handle the heat. I don't think you're ready for Hawaii.
I don't think.
You sure we didn't want to trim them?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going for it. One of the things you may not realize, and it is definitely a struggle with our chicken coops when assembling it, and it's a very, very minor detail, but I've said it a million times, all these are giant puzzle pieces. And the puzzle pieces have to be perfect in order for the puzzle to go together perfectly. And when you have a coop that's been painted, every layer of paint is a sheet of paper. And if you think about it, in this case right here, for these trusses, by the time we get down here, we have 12 sheets of paper. May not sound like a lot, but it throws us off enough that kind of gets annoying. I'll show you an example. It's very, very minor, but right there, the face of this should be perfect on that line, and we're off about 30 seconds. So hopefully we'll make up for it as we go down. Not horrible, but it's just a little example of how precise we are with our cuts. And then if we cut too much, trying to compensate for paint, and then all of a sudden someone's not going to paint their coop, and then they're going to be, you know, potentially an eighth short by the time they come all the way down here. So cooping ain't easy, as they say. The other nice thing about our roof system, which I am very, very proud of, I'm glad we do it, everything's notched. So the rafters and the purlins interlock with each other. It's like a Lincoln log set. And also the blocking that goes between our trusses plumbs all the trusses up and trues it up. And then even when we go to put the purlins in, it keeps truing everything up because it's all done on a CNC machine. And then, believe it or not, maybe I'll get on video later today, we can actually walk on our roofs with no nails or screws into the purlins because of the locking system. So wait a minute. So I got sidetracked. The foundation is not 4x4. You can absolutely do 4x4. We just like 4x6. Here's a 4x6 right here. And I was hoping to get on a video yesterday. If you guys are ever going into the lumber store and you got time on your hands and you're like, you know what? I don't want to get PT that's going to move like crazy. Matt said it's going to move. I don't want that. In the perfect world, I'm going to try showing you guys something. And it doesn't happen a lot. I keep losing. Oh, no, I keep rolling. All right, let's see here. Okay. Right here is the pith. This is the dead center of the tree. in my opinion, if you want a board this big, again, this is a 4x6, to stay as consistent all the way down the board, what you're looking for, what would be perfect is if that pith is right in the center. And that's what an actual sawyer tries to do. If it's not going to be in the center, you want to actually look at both ends of the board. So you got this pith right here looking in that direction. I would say just up a little bit and to the left. We want to see consistency. So if we, yeah, right here, yeah, look at pith is really up and to the left, which is actually not good. That means that center of this pith, the center of the tree, is kind of going at a little skew. That means there's a very good chance this board is not going to cure or dry straight. What you want is consistency. So if the pith is not in the center, you want to have consistency. Now, just because you may have a board that there is no pith does not mean it's the end of the world. Now, with these larger 4x6s, most likely the pith is going to be in the center because the tree just didn't grow that big. But point of the story is consistency at both end grains is one of the things you're looking for. Doesn't always work. It's just a way to hope that when that wood starts to dry, it stays straight. Right, Ethan? The other thing, too, I don't know if you guys caught it yesterday. Absolutely love how we do our bases. We'll just go right to the corner. And I'm going to flip the camera around. It'll be a little bit easier to show you guys. We half lap it. And the reason for that is all that weight sits right on top of one another. And it looks good, but it definitely has a purpose. And I definitely think it's worth it. I wouldn't say it's necessary, but if you got the time, you got the saw, and we got some great footage where we do several kerf cuts, and then we hammer them out like Karate Kid 2, all six blocks. Was that it? You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
Just making sure. How's it going, Ethan? Do you need anything, buddy?
Is my heel cut good?
Your heel cut is good. So another little fun fact, framers love to cut what we call the bird's mouth notch, a seat cut. And that's actually not 100% true. There's two cuts to that notch. There is a heel cut and a seat cut that makes the notch. And when we're putting our coops together, we always want to make sure this outside board is tight to the heel cut of the bird's mouth notch, which are these right here, if that makes sense. This is the bird's mouth notch. That's the heel cut. This is the seat cut. And then the reason why that's so important, especially in the world of woodworking, is one little term, I completely understood what he meant. And so if you guys have any questions, let me know. Coming through, we got 5G ultra wide. That must be because of that tower, right? Right there somewhere. I don't know. We are in Winston-Salem. We're at the Dash Stadium. We're actually doing a chicken coop for a minor league team that I am so happy to be a part of. I absolutely love their vision here. They're doing a lot of unique things so that the experience here is not just coming to a baseball game, which is important. I mean, it is a baseball stadium. But here's a situation that I am hoping. What's going to happen is we're right next to the main gate. Everyone's going to come down and probably never even knew backyard chickens existed. Never even thought about backyard chickens. They just think the only place I can get my eggs is at the store, and that's not true at all. We can get into the whole argument that could be one of the things that's kind of hurting us as a society. But they're going to come down, and immediately through this gate right here, they're going to see this chicken coop. And the whole reason why I love doing what we're doing here is that could be the initial spark that could change someone's life. The children that are coming here, right there, be like, oh my gosh, I never thought about having chickens. So I love, in a situation like this, at a baseball stadium, you would never expect to see a chicken coop. Just absolutely think it's awesome. How many chicks ended up hatching? Alex is asking how many chicks ended up hatching. I don't want to answer that, and I'm going to say why. I don't want to give any clues. I thought it'd be fun this Friday for VCL. If I'm still here, we'll do it here. If not, I wanted to show you guys the results on VCL and see if we can do a competition. I don't know. I'm just having fun with the competitions. I love that you guys have been watching VCL. You know about the chick hatching. I just don't think that's very fair. If I hatched like 1,000 of them and you guys can guess the number, that'd be cool. Nah, screw it. We had 8 that hatched. We had a total of 13. Come to find out, Ingrid and Kristen were completely bluffing. There were no silky eggs. She did sneak a silky into the incubator to make it look like one hatched, but that was not true. That silky's doing very, very well. My daughter adores that silky. Thanks, Kristen. But we had 8 that hatched are doing really, really well. So I think it's like a 66% hatch rate, which isn't bad, especially for us. That's the best hatch rate I've ever had. We have not done a good job over the years trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. And what's funny is I didn't do a lot with this one. We kept forgetting about it. A couple times the humidity wasn't perfect. And I was like, oh crap, now they're not gonna hatch. But we actually did really, really well. So I think most likely I'm gonna be leaving here because we're gonna get washed out starting tomorrow. And we'll be back live in the shop doing VCL. And I'll bring the baby chicks in and show you guys. 120 of you guys watching right now, happy Tuesday morning. If you're just joining us, we are in Winston-Salem at the Dash Stadium. There's the beautiful ball field right there. And love looking up at this big sign. And right in there is the chick coop. That's where the chicken yard's gonna be. They're gonna be putting up a temporary fence today. Kristen is coming here with chickens. We don't have a coop ready for them. They bumped up the conference date, or the press conference. So it is what it is. But we're gonna have chickens running around in this yard with a temporary fence with a chicken coop under construction at 2 o'clock today. So it should be very interesting. Having backyard chickens is American as baseball. That's not bad. Can I steal that? I might. That's not bad. That's not bad. It should be. Again, I think some people may argue that statement. I don't know, but it absolutely should be. I bet you at one time it was true and is going to be true again. So, and they're over here. Again, they're all bundled up. I'm bundled up. I'm freezing. And this guy's over here sweating in shorts and a T-shirt. And you would normally say, well, that's a typical New Yorker. He's been all over the place. He's actually hardly been in New York. He's been down in the Everglades doing a chicken coop. He's headed back to Florida. I might go with him on this next one to Florida. I miss Florida big time. So you guys have any questions, let me know. I love how many of you guys are here today. Maybe you're sitting at work. New T-shirt? Yeah, right? What, you mean like a theme shirt for here? I need to see it and where you'd get it for how you could it. What? Kyle Horn, I'm sorry. I want to see the coop. I'm going to be building one here soon. I need to see it and where you get it or how you... sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. How many chicks end up hatching? Answer that. What time is the press conference? 2 p.m. today. Every time I see you, I want chickens. Looks like fun. Well, that's kind of the idea. The message I'm trying to get out to everyone. Chickens are the easiest animal to keep. If you keep it simple and you have the right coop. It's that simple. I've seen people screw up big time when they overthink chickens. The more they try to do, the worse they are. Chickens are extremely easy. Just let them be chickens. We couldn't have gotten any better situation here. When I first came here, I was talking about this yesterday, that I was like, where in the world are we going to put a chicken coop at a baseball stadium? And I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you guys my original choice. We'll get out of here and I'll come back to this. I kind of want to share this story. We're going to walk around. And I want to show you guys, curious what you guys would think about where we would have pulled it off. It would have been a nightmare. But I'm so much happier with this because this is so much better for the chickens. At the end of the day, that is very important. So again, here's the main gate to the stadium. We're coming around here. Again, I love this. I cannot wait to see a baseball game. They must hit home runs out here all the time. So we're just going to come around here. And they've been doing a lot of construction here. They're really thinking outside the box. They're getting real creative. I have no idea what this is other than it's a shipping container. Looks like you've got a top deck with some purple lights. That is part of their colors. Oh, I see. Okay. So you come into this shipping container, and this is where you get your, what I don't think tastes real good, beers. I'm not a big hoppy beer specialty drinker, but that's kind of cool. It's probably a local brewing company. So they repurposed the shipping container, put a deck on top. They did such a great job. Looks absolutely beautiful. Go up there, oversee the stadium. All right, here we go. Here's what I want to show you guys. So, I don't know. We originally talked about right here. So to kind of give you an idea, there's the field, main stadium. You come walking around here, and I don't know, maybe it's a maintenance shop down there. But we kind of have a flat top roof. And we were playing with the idea of fencing this off, putting a canopy up top, and then building it up and putting a bunch of soil on top of that roof in hopes that it would hold in. Of course, you have right drainage. And have the chicken coop right there, a rooftop chicken coop. But again, once we went around, found the spot we're in now, I was like, oh, this is a no-brainer. But I thought how awesome it would be if it was decorated right, lit up really, really well. There's the main highway right there coming through Winston-Salem. Seeing a chicken coop there. That was the original plan. I wish we would have got that conversation on video, because I remember I was like, well, that's going to be it. How in the hell are we going to pull this one off? I get excited when I start asking myself that. As they say, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not good dreams. Well, that was scaring the hell out of me, but that would have been a dream come true. I've always wanted to go down the main highway, see one of our chicken coops. So anyways, that was it. Why did you place a coop at the baseball field? Okay, so if you're just joining us, we are at Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We're at the Dash Stadium. And the reason why we are here is because we were contacted by, I'm sure he doesn't mind. His name's Miles, head of marketing here. His job is to go out and I guess kind of reach out and find people that want to advertise and be vendors or whatever the case is. But part of his job is to get people to come to the baseball stadium. And what I love about why we are here is they wanted to get creative. They wanted to really think outside the box. And that you don't just have to be a baseball fan to come to a baseball game. It is a great experience, even if you're not into baseball. The stadium is beautiful. Such a great community here. It's minor league baseball. They're the farm team for the White Sox. And bringing in other companies like the brewing companies and just get real creative with the bars and then the scenery. But they wanted to really show about getting back to basics. They wanted, as I was saying earlier, to spark that interest. When the kids come here that probably were never into chickens, never even thought about backyard chickens, they're gonna walk down this main gate and see the chicken coop. And right there, chicken math may start. So you walk around here, and this was an entire play area for children. But when I was just showing you guys the original spot we were thinking about putting the coop, when we came around here, and I'm looking, going, oh my gosh. I actually asked him, I said, wait a minute, you guys are kidding me. You've been wanting a chicken coop here the whole time. Oh, I'm sorry, did I steal your tape measure, buddy? Oh, my bad, buddy. So you come in here, and it's just a perfect mulch spot area. The chickens are gonna love it, and they're gonna have a huge area. They're only getting 5 chickens, so that's all the city allows. They're only gonna have 5 chickens, but they're gonna put a fence here, and they're gonna have this big chicken yard, and they're gonna grow trees for the anything that's beneficial for the chickens, along with some shading plants like hops or whatnot. Why did you go? I want to go also because it's so beautiful. Is the team the chickens? Oh, thank you for asking. Completely forgot about that part. So here's what's going on. Actually, I may not be allowed to talk about it, and I shouldn't, so I'm not going to. Make sure if you're not doing anything, 2 o'clock today Eastern, we're going to be on the news. There's a press conference. General manager will be standing at a podium here, and we're going to be in the background putting a chicken coop together. I'm not sure if they're going to give me any camera time. They said they might have some questions for me. I can't wait. They're just being very creative, and I guess just stay tuned. They do have a whole theme for, I'm just gonna call it chicken night. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So there we go. We got to do a little trimming. Did you? What kind of trim did you do? Here, I'm gonna show you guys a trick. If you're ever building stuff, so as you can see, Ethan's got everything preloaded. So smart. Blue coat screws. I don't know if I can do this two-handed. So sometimes you got to shave a board. And if you ever want to know a way to shave it quickly, All right. I'm going to screw this up. I'm going to flip the camera around. Oh, you guys notice something weird? Can anyone... Uh-huh. You guys see anything weird here? How is that a trick? Oh, geez. Here we go. So, if you look at a blade, see if it's in focus, the teeth that actually do the cutting, just think of those little chisels, they're always wider than the plate of the blade. All right? And when you want to shave something, all you got to do... I can't do it. Never mind. I can't do it in one hand. But take my word for it. You bring the board up, and if you keep the blade... If I had my camera guy here, let's see if I can do it. So you push the blade down, push the board up against the blade, like that, okay? Nice and tight. And when you lift up, the teeth will actually scrape against the board, and then you're gonna take off just the right amount, or just the right offset that the tooth is to the blade. So I think that's what Ethan was just doing. And that's what we call a shave. Hopefully that made sense. 173 people watching. Boy, are we doing... Yeah. You're well, because they're like, isn't that guy cold? No. It's 42 degrees right now. It's about to snow. And so you really... Okay, here we go. All right. Here's what we call... Yeah, dude, you sure you don't want to shave that? You already did? Oh, you know, it's got to be mean. I can tell you, yeah, I can see it from here. So here's what we call an index point. So again, as I was saying earlier, because these are painted, every coat of paint adds up, and then it kind of throws us off down here. We want this outside face of this truss to be perfect right here. And that is just what we want, especially when we go to start dropping our purlins on. So he's got this one in. Yeah, I don't know. We're a little over. That's not horrible, but it didn't grow more from when we were down there, so a little over. The most important thing is we want consistency.
You don't want to take it all out of one.
Oh, you're taking it out evenly? Huh. No, you're not wrong. That's much better. So again, if you're ever putting in the fillers, you go this way first. Get the end of your block tight against the face of the truss and then go down. I would hope that would make sense to a lot of people. All right, so questions. Earth is scientifically and measurably flat. Wait a minute. Is that a flat earther? Boy, I even breathed something about we might not know everything about the earth. Ingrid got so mad at us. Who on fentanyl right now? Oh, boy. It made complete sense. Thanks for the new trick. You got it. Me too. I want chicken, KFC. I smoke meth pipe. Boy, this Nate guy is funny. I smoke meth pipes with 16-year-olds. Is that weird or not? I'm cool. Wow, what a dick. Earth is scientifically and measurably flat. I'm on gabapentin. What the hell's gabapentin? Huh? What'd you say?
I think it makes you go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, so those are called trolls. Pass me the fent, homie. Gotcha. Wow, you guys are dicks. All right, well, I guess on that note...
Check our reference point.
Oh, look at that. That is beautiful, buddy. Don't read the bad comments. You'll get flagged. Oh, is that what it is? This is huge publicity for Carolina Coops. The amount of people that will see it. Wow, great job, Matt. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, that is kind of the whole idea. NASA admits Earth is flat. So, fun fact, Ethan is a flat earther. Is that okay for me to say? I mean, it's politically correct. I mean, here's my point. Not that this is chicken related. I am the type of person that I question everything. I don't believe everything that I'm told. But can you imagine back in the old days when they did think the Earth was flat and people started saying, no, I think the Earth is round. They were probably called the nut jobs. Earth isn't flat. All right, here we go. All right, I'll let you guys go. Have fun. We'll talk to you later.